Hi everyone and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name is Alexis and today I want to show you how to make my delicious vegan potato bites. As I just mentioned, today I'm going to be making my vegan potato bites. Now these are really easy to make and they make a really nice side to most main meals. So tonight we're going to be having these with sausages. My husband and son are going to be having these with pork sausages and I'm going to be having these with vegan ones. But you could have these with things like homemade baked beans. I have a really nice homemade baked bean recipe which I will link in the description box below for you, and you can also have these with things like omelette. If you're not a vegan, you can have these with things like fish as well. They make a great alternative to chips. They're just really lovely to have as part of a main meal, and I thought while I was making them today I'd share the recipe with you. So here is how to make my vegan potato bites. So the first thing I've done is put a large pan of water onto a high heat, and I'm just going to bring this to the boil now. So my pan of water has started to boil, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some carrots to that, and I'm going to leave those to boil for a few minutes. So while the carrots are boiling, I've put a pan, just a small frying pan, onto the hob, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on a high heat and I'm going to let that heat up. I'm also going to add a little bit of oil to the base of that pan as well. And now I'm going to spread the oil around the base of the pan with my plastic brush until it's all evenly coated. And then I'm just going to leave this pan to heat up now. So my frying pan is heating up nicely now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some spring onions to the base of that pan. Going to pull that one, and I'm just going to fry these until they start to soften and become translucent. So these have started to soften beautifully now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these from the heat and leave them to cool for a while. So I'm just going to turn the heat off, take them off the hob and leave them to cool. So my carrots have been boiling for about 2 minutes, so I'm going to add the potatoes to the water now. And I also forgot to add a bit of salt to the water as well. So I'll just do that now. So I've added a bit of salt, and I'm going to put the lid back on and bring these back to the boil again, and then I'm going to boil them from only about 5 minutes. That's all you need. So instead of forkful, you know when you put a fork in a potato and it falls off, don't do that, it needs to be knifeful. So you put a knife in and it falls off the knife, then they're cooked. They're done. You want them quite hard, so don't leave them any longer than 5 minutes. So as you can see, these potatoes fall off the knife really easily, so that means they're done. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drain them through a colander and then leave them to cool. So now I'm going to add the spring onions to the potato and carrots, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to mash those together. Now you don't need any oil for this, but it is pretty tough going on those arms, so it is a good workout for the arms. If you're looking for a workout while you're cooking, then this is a great way to do it. So I'm just going to mash these potatoes and these carrots together, and the spring onions as well, sorry. You want them pretty hard because you want to be able to mould them and then put the flaxseed breadcrumb on the top, or breadcrumbs on the top. So you need them pretty hard. And I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of brown rice flour to this as well. If you don't have brown rice flour, you can use plain flour. It's just I'm gluten intolerant, so that's why I use brown rice flour. So I'm just going to continue mashing these. I forgot to say at the beginning of this video that you will actually need to use Marius Piper or King Edwards to make this. like a proper roasting potato is better than just like a baking potato. They seem to hold better when you use that type of potato. So yeah, and I have lots of recipes just like this one and lots more on my blog. I've actually reached 800 recipes now, over 800. So there's 800 recipes and probably some lifestyle blogs on my lifestyle posts on my blog as well. So I will link the blog in the description box below for you if you are interested in that. Please go check it out. It's full of lots of fabulous recipes, easy and simple, that the whole family can enjoy as well. So yeah, I'm just going to continue mashing the potatoes now. So in this bowl here, as I mentioned earlier, I've got some ground flaxseed, and I use this as my breadcrumb alternative. You can use breadcrumbs if you want to, wholemeal or white is fine. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of dried mixed herb to the ground flaxseed, and I'm going to mix these together, and this just makes it a bit more interesting when you come to eat it. It doesn't taste just like breadcrumbs, it's got a bit more flavour in it. So that's why I'm doing that. And I'm just going to add some salt and pepper to my potatoes as well. So I've just grabbed my salt and pepper, and I'm just going to add a little bit of salt to the potatoes, and I'll mix that round as well. And a little bit of pepper, not much pepper coming out of there, need to fill that up. So I'll just mix that round. And now you can start making your potato bites. So you can make these as big or as small as you want. I'm just going to make them about that size. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them into the ground flaxseed. Just roll them around in it. And then put that onto a spare plate. And it's not exactly dinner time just yet, so I'm probably going to put these into the fridge once I've done them, and leave them in the fridge for a couple of hours. Now in the original recipe I don't think I said to do that, but if you want to make them in advance and keep them in the fridge for a day, then you can do. I would suggest only a day though, I wouldn't make these like 2 days in advance or anything like that. So yeah, I'm just going to continue to do this now. So it's nearly dinner time in our house, so I'm just going to preheat the oven to 180 degrees. So I have transferred my potato bites from the fridge to the baking tray, and now what I'm going to do is just drizzle a bit of oil over the top of the potato bites, like so. And then I'm just going to brush the oil onto them. So hopefully they will go a really lovely golden brown colour when they go in the oven. Now I'm using a Pampered Chef baking tray. Pampered Chef are no longer in the UK, so this is like stoneware. So stoneware is great because it absorbs all the badness from the food and just leaves the goodness. But they don't exist in the UK, but I'm sure if you have a look online you'll be able to find something similar. Or you can just use an ordinary baking tray. And just make sure you put oil on the bottom of the tray so they don't stick. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. So the potato bites have gone a lovely golden brown colour, so these are cooked now. So I'm going to serve these with the sausages, and this is what we're having for our dinner. So that's how you make my delicious vegan potato bites, and that recipe, as I mentioned earlier, I will link in the description box below for you. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.